Welcome to LM Nation Live. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell on the right side. It's gonna be a vibe. Welcome to LM Nation Live. Lefty Lika is a real vibe. Hit that bell on the right side. Don't forget to subscribe.
What up, LNM Nation? It is your girl Lika, and today I am back with my 1 week fresh production update. So guys, today I am just really going to be covering, I have so much in my pocket. I'm going to be covering what my last week has been like. Today is Tuesday, January 26th. I promised you guys that I would have a video up today, and I am going to keep my word. So I'm really going to go through all of the things that really has helped me throughout this week, giving you guys some tips on what to do, and also just giving you guys some pointers. So let me start off by saying if I can break my pain throughout this whole week from the day of my surgery, which was on the 19th, until today, as we speak, I would give myself a 2.5 maybe. I know that is really good, and I know a lot of people, when they were speaking on their pain tolerance due to the reduction, they were saying a 7, 8. But I can't relate. Like, my body has been so good to me, and when I say so good, I mean like literal no pain. Let's get into it. I'm gonna start from day 1 of me heading home from the hospital, and then go from there. So I stayed overnight in the hospital for 1 night just so I can be monitored and things like that due to it being my first surgery. They didn't know how I was going to react to anesthesia. I always say this wrong. Beep. But you guys know what I'm saying. So yes, my surgeon felt more comfortable keeping me overnight just in case. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys in my last video, but after surgery, my pressure dropped really, really low, dangerously low. So they were coming and monitoring me every like 20 minutes, coming in to take my pressure, my temperature, and just make sure that I'm not lightheaded and that I'm doing okay. But surprisingly, even though they said my pressure was low and they told me that I should be dizzy and I should feel this and I should feel that, I kind of think it was their machines because I felt fine. They had me going on a commode when I was in the hospital, and I was so annoyed because I just wanted to get up and go to the bathroom. Like, when I stood up to go to the commode, they're like, sit at the edge of the bed. I know it's precaution, like they have to do this for safety, but they're like, sit at the edge of the bed. I want you to sit here for a little while, and then if you don't feel dizzy, I want you to hold on to the rail and then transfer your bottom over to this and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting here like, oh, I just want to go to the bathroom. Like, I was on my red light. I told you guys that I was on my red light. My red light came on the 18th. My surgery was on the 19th. Mother Nature did me dirty. Like, come on, sis. We supposed to be good. We supposed to be cool. But she did me dirty, but it's okay. It's okay. So yes, they had me go to the commode. I couldn't use the bathroom until later on that, no, they didn't allow me to use the bathroom until the following day. So that morning when my nurse came in, and I'm like, they've been having me use the commode. I really don't feel comfortable. I really just want to go to the actual restroom. She's like, have you been dizzy? Have you had any fainting? Have you had any trouble, any wobbling, any weakness to the legs, any trembling to the hands? And I'm like, nothing. I'm like, I feel fine. She's like, how's your pain? And I'm like, what pain? I'm not in any pain. Like, I'm fine. I feel good. I feel great. I don't even feel like I just had surgery. And they're all looking at me like. So nurse came in, she checks me. She wanted to see how everything was looking, and she was like, wow, they look good. Like, they literally don't look like you just came out of surgery. And I was like, really? I was like, I want to see. She was like, you want a picture? I was like, yeah. So she took a picture. So I'm gonna I already inputted this picture into the last video. So I have some updated pictures that I'm gonna input. Now guys, I did pre-record this video before and I hated it. Maybe because I didn't have makeup on, maybe because my skin looked dry. I didn't know what it was, but I really disliked the video. So I might input clips here and there because I recorded it on my camera, but I have to charge my camera. But yeah, I didn't like the video, but I do have a video of me like changing my drains, and also I'm changing my padding that I'm going to input for you guys. It's not very detailed because I usually have someone else change them, but I tried to change it for the first time by myself and I was only able to do one side. So I like turned the camera off, had my mom do it, and I was like, I'll be right back, guys. Never came back. So this is me coming back now. So technically I didn't lie. Let me see. So yes, my first day I was fine. Didn't take any medicine coming out of the hospital. When I got out of the hospital, Tasha went and got my medication with my niece probably around like 3 o'clock. I got home probably around like 10:30, 11. I didn't take any medication maybe until 6 o'clock. And the last time I took medication in a hospital was around 6 a.m. So I went 12 hours without taking any medication, which is really good. I felt great. I felt absolutely great. I was up, talking, walking. Like, everybody was just like, oh my God, you don't have big titties no more. Like, your titties are so small. And I'm like, I know, but I love it. Like, guys, I am in love with my breasts. Now, I do have a little bit of a gut. I don't know if that's because of surgery, because I feel like my stomach wasn't as big as it is now before surgery. But my surgeon did allow me to know that I might experience some bloating that can take a little while to go away. So I have to try to stay away from sugars and things like that, because you will bloat really quickly. I also have to try to stay away from salt, because that will make me bloat as well. So I've been downing water like crazy, guys. When I say like crazy, like I drink like 4 bottles throughout the day, 4 regular size bottles. I can grab one and show you guys. So this Food Lion brand, I think this water tastes better. I only drink this, and I would drink, I think it's the Dasani maybe. But yes, favorite water for some reason. And it's super cheap. It's like $1.99 for like a 30 pack or something like that. But I've been drinking about 4 of these a day, and these are 16.9 fluid ounces. And then I've been taking 2 to 3 bottles at night, and I will finish probably 1.5 bottles throughout the night. Now, guys, I haven't been constipated. I haven't experienced constipation. Everybody kind of scared me the first day, because when I got out of the hospital, I didn't use the bathroom. I only been peeing, but I haven't do the number 2. So listening to my wife and my mom, I took a stool softener, and it was over after that. And it wasn't even a laxative. It was literally just a stool softener. And I was going for like 3-4 days straight. My bowel movements have been very, very regular. I mean, only 1 time a day, which is kind of strange for me, because I usually go a couple times a day. But I haven't been eating really heavy either. So it could be the change in my diet that's not causing me to go as often as I normally would. Yes, the ride home, I felt next to nothing. I know a lot of people were like uncomfortable, crying and distraught and pain. I didn't really feel any of that. I felt fine on my way home. Like, Tasha kept looking over to make sure she wasn't hitting too many bumps, so she wasn't going too fast. And I'm like, babe, you could drive. I'm fine. Like, I don't feel anything. I feel good. Like, I was just chilling. Now, when I get into the car, I would put my seatbelt on, and then I have like a cushion that goes in the car. I'll just stick that in between my seatbelt. So my seatbelt's still laying flat to my stomach, but it's not pressing against my breast. And I ride comfortably like that, guys. Like, yeah, it's really not much for me to input. Drains, those drains were hard. They were the hardest part. I wasn't really in pain besides the time that I dropped my drain the day before I got them out. So when I say drop the drain, my mom was draining the drains, and I was handing it over to her so that I could put my bra on. And as I was handing it over to her, it dropped out of my hand, and I felt the tug, and instantly tears started dropping. And that was the first time I cried throughout my whole surgery, and my mom looked at me and felt so bad. Like, because I haven't cried. I came out of surgery, I was fine, asking about food. I told you guys that. Couple of days throughout, no crying. My wife was looking at me like, wow, I thought you were going to be like down and out. And I'm like, listen here. Your girl is strong, you hear me? But yeah, I didn't experience too much pain. I do want to show you guys updated pictures. I did take some full body pictures, but I'm gonna go ahead and zip my sweater down and take it off for you guys to see. Now, don't mind the gut. Remember, I told you guys I am bloated, so there is the gut, but you guys are gonna stay in the gut. But I want to show you guys what I'm looking like. Now, I'm not going to take off my bra right now, because as I said, I do have some updated pictures, so I'll input those. The only thing that I'm noticing that's weird, and I don't know whether it's because of the bra that I had on previously, it kind of like pressed against my skin, but I was finally able to change my bra after my last appointment, which was exactly, what was this? The Friday, the Monday, sorry. I had an appointment the Friday after I left the hospital in order to get my bandages changed and for them to look at everything to make sure they look good. And then that Monday, I had an appointment to get my drains taken out. I wanted to show you guys the drain holes, but in all reality, guys, it's nothing there. And I just got them taken out yesterday. Like, my mom changed it and she could barely find where to put the Band-Aid, because they state to like, don't put anything on it as of right now, just put a Band-Aid, and that's what I've been doing. But literally, like, there's nothing there. I just finished draining my drains, and the way I do that basically is, there's nothing in here right now, but I can kind of show you guys. It's kind of harder for me to do it myself. Usually I have my mom or my wife do it, but you literally just take the drain
let's see, usually there's like, well, you can see a little bit right here, but I can't get that. So there's usually like a tiny bit of fluid buildup. You're gonna wanna squeeze that drain as hard as you can and pull whatever's in there down. And you're gonna move your hand up. You have to squeeze as hard as you can up top and hold it because you don't want it to yank out of your skin. And then all of that fluid that's within the tube is gonna come right down. Oh, this is a perfect example. I have a little bit in there. So I am gonna squeeze that downwards. And you're gonna notice it's gonna start traveling. Now, sometimes it does shoot back up because it is gravity, so it's gonna shoot right back up. But you'll just keep playing with it until it makes its way all the way down into your drain tube. And you can kind of see that dripping down. So I am gonna go ahead and change my pads. Forgot to wash my hands. So you always wanna wash your hands first. And this is just spa soap and it's antibacterial liquid soap. Looks like that. Got it from Dollar Tree. Any antibacterial liquid soap would do. But that's just to make sure. Now look how I wash my hands, guys. It's so weird. I kind of got to break my shoulders together in order to wash my hands because I'm so tight. I'm not hurting, but I'm tight. I was going to give you guys an update tomorrow as well. So I think I'm going to include this in the same video. But I have to like wash one hand at a time in order to wash my hands. It's there, all of that good stuff. So when you remove this surgical bra, I was lucky. Now you want to dispose of these pads, and I am so lucky because I'm not bleeding underneath here. So they're completely clean, thank God. Just a tiny bit from my drain. So you just want to remove all those pads that's in there. Do I have any more there? Yeah. Well, this one is on my drain, so I don't want to remove that one. And is there one on my drain over here? Okay, so you want to remove these, you want to trash these, and then you'll have, you can ask the hospital for these or you can purchase these, I believe, but these are called abdominal extra absorbent pads and they look like this. This is what I use in order to keep my boobs safe and covered. And when I said the last video, guys, that he did such a good job with tucking my incisions, he literally did. Like, this incision goes straight underneath, and of course my boobs are going to drop. So once they drop, you're not really going to physically see anything. I'm really swollen right here, so it might look a tiny bit bigger than the other one. But you got to remember that these are two different surgeries. So it's like working on two different party parts. It's like getting your booty done and getting your stomach done. They're not going to swell the same. Yes, it's the same body, but they're not going to swell the same. So what I'm going to do is just open these out. So I'm going to show you guys just how I do one side, and then I'm going to go off camera to do the other side, and then I'll come back once I'm all clasped back up. So what you want to do is you want to tuck one right there where your incisions are. Then you want to bring another one a little forward. You want to give yourself some cushion. A little forward, like so that it looks like this. And you want to make sure that everything is meeting each other so that you have no rubbing or no friction against your scars. And then you'll just bring your bra and close it back like so. But I'm going to do the opposite side and then I'll be right back. I'm going to do a side profile for you guys. This is what I'm looking like. I'm not too flat. And then I'm going to do the other side for you guys. And then I'm going to come a little closer, give you guys a look at my cleavage. There's still some cleavage there, which I'm super happy about. But I do have some padding in there. Now with my tattoo, guys, if you have a tattoo on your boob and you were as big as me, expect them to be able to bring it down really low. You'll see it in the picture that I'll insert. Like my tattoo, the bottom of my heart that was on my boob is kind of connected to my nipple, which I'm married. I don't even care, to be quite honest. Like, I'm not worried about it. It was one of my least worries. He did tell me that when he was doing all my markings and things like that before surgery. He said, meaning that the tattoo is so high up, because it used to be like right here, he stated that it will come down really low because of how much pulling he has to do. But my right boob is becoming really squishy now, which is strange because I'm only a week in, as I said. My left boob is still kind of firm. I do have a tiny bit of pulling towards the nipple, and I asked him, like, is that normal? He said that's completely normal. It's the internal stitches that I'm seeing. Once those begin to heal, you'll see the skin begin to drop, and he's not expecting it to drop too much. So when I asked him how much would it drop, he stated, like, right now I'm like up here. He stated that it will only like shift a tiny bit, which I'm okay with, because
it's not about how I look without clothes. It's about how I look with clothes, because your girl is ready to get cute. I'm about to get rid of this gut as soon as I'm able to start working out. Yeah, that's really all I have for you guys at this moment. I'm gonna make sure and insert like pictures. If you are planning on getting this surgery, just really take it easy. Like for the first few days, I felt good while walking, so I would like pace around the house maybe for like 5 minutes, lay back down for maybe 2 hours, then pace again. That's also going to help you with blood clots. Remember to drink a lot of water. When I say a lot of water, a lot of water. This is going to be TMI right now, but guys, I peed myself like 2 or 3 times because I've been drinking so much water. And the first few days, oh, I forgot about that. First few days, my abs was sore. Like, I don't have abs, guys, but around my rib area, they were really sore. So when I would go to flex to get up, even though I'm elevated on pillows, it would really feel like I'm working out, or I just did like 1,000 sit-ups. So that was hard. So trying to get up and like trying to roll, especially if nobody's in the room, was kind of difficult, or waiting for somebody to be able to come and pull my arms up in order for me to get up. So if I could do it over again, I probably would have just slept on the couch. But the only reason why I didn't sleep on the couch was because of my cat, because I didn't want to have to worry about him jumping on my chest, because he's used to being picked up from me. So that was kind of difficult. But yes, that was really it, guys. I am going to go ahead and insert pictures. They are going to be blurred out, guys. So remember, I always insert my pictures at the end because I don't want it to mess up the video for other people who actually wants to see it. If you do not want to see incisions, if you do not want to see wounds, if you do not want to see blood, if you do not want to see boobs, please exit now because it will be inserted. L&M Nation, I am going to do an update for my 2-week update, which will be next week Tuesday. I have an appointment Monday, which means the vlog will start next week Monday, and then I'll finish it on Tuesday, which will make me 2 weeks. I'm doing really well. I'm feeling really well. I've got my confidence back. I'm excited to see what this next year is going to happen, because you guys got me for vlogging for a whole year. A whole year where I'm going to be doing updates. When I hit a month, then it's going to become monthly updates because I'll officially begin back working. So yes, that was really it. My breathing has got a lot better, as you can hear. I don't cough as often anymore, which is so exciting because the cough was the most annoying things. So for me, it was the cough, the drains, and my ribs the first 3 days. After that, everything else was fine. It was a breeze. The incisions really didn't bother me. Yeah. Now, guys, I was just watching a video and I noticed that I didn't really discuss not painkillers, sorry, my medication. So they will send you home with some antibiotics. They also will send you home with some high dosage ibuprofen, and they sent me home with some Oxy. Now, I did not touch my Oxy at all, like not once. I didn't need it. As I said, I wasn't in any pain. I was taking ibuprofen because it was helping me sleep at night, just because I was really uncomfortable when it came to sleeping. Like my shoulders were like uncomfortable, my back was hurting, my butt was hurting. You can't really turn on your side due to your drains. So the heating pad was my lifesaver. I had a heating pad and I would place it underneath my butt or between my thighs or on my stomach, wherever it hurt. That's where I placed the heating pad. So please, please, please do invest in a heating pad. I did show my heating pad in what's in my hospital bag, and that's been a blessing. The pregnancy pillow has been a blessing. And if you're a person that sleep with 1 or 2 pillows on your bed, I need you to go to Walmart, I need you to go to Target, I need you to go somewhere, and I need you to buy about 6 pillows. Because if you do have a pregnancy pillow, you are still going to need some pillows propped underneath that pregnancy pillow in order to elevate you where you won't feel too low or too tight. And then also you're going to need a neck pillow. That neck pillow has helped me tremendously, because without that neck pillow, I feel like I would be so stiff, I would be in pain, all of these things, because it helped me to sleep. So back to medicine, I probably only taken my ibuprofen maybe twice a day. I would take it maybe midday, not when I wake up. When I wake up, I'll take my antibiotics, because you take that 3 times a day. So I would take my antibiotics by itself in the morning time, and then maybe afternoon around like 4 or 5 o'clock. If I've been walking around a lot and I feel tight, I'll take my ibuprofen once then. I'll probably take a nap, get back up, do a little bit more walking. And once I clean myself up and get ready for bed, then I'll go ahead and take my ibuprofen again along with my antibiotics. And some maybe 1 or 2 nights I took melatonin gummies, because as I said, it was really hard to sleep. So I would take 1 melatonin gummy, 1 ibuprofen, and then my antibiotics. And that was really my medication. As of right now, I am currently not on any medication besides my antibiotics. I'm going to finish out the bottle. I said for 7 days, but I just want to finish out the bottle because it's been good to me so far. But yeah, I'm not on any pain medication, as I said, so that's how you know my pain tolerance is really low. Nipple sensation, how did I forget that? I feel everything. I can feel, if my eyes are closed, I can feel you touching my nipple. I can feel you like just dragging your finger really lightly. If my eyes are closed, I can tell you where you're touching. I have feeling. My left nipple is a little more alert than my right, but I have feeling in both. Like my left one gets really hard to the point where I have to like zip up my jacket or zip up my shirt, because it doesn't hurt, but it's kind of like almost like a pinching feeling, because remember, you have incisions around your nipple and then this thing is trying to get hard. So, yeah, it's kind of weird when my nipples get hard. So I try not for them to. So I try to keep warm, or I try to keep clothes on. I think I targeted everything. I believe I targeted everything. If I haven't, I'll insert like little notes while I'm editing throughout this video. But I think I basically targeted everything. Medicine, ride home, pillows, comfort, heating pad, pain tolerance, drains. I am going to insert that clip, as I said. Yeah, so guys, if I missed anything, I'll just go ahead and like insert like little titles and text inside of the video so you guys can like know this extra information. And don't forget, I am very, very vocal. If you have any questions, any concerns, you want to know anything else, don't be afraid to comment down below. I do answer every single person as long as it's positive or negative. Like if you have a concern or you feel as if I did something wrong, and if it's something that's still positively impacting me, but it's an opinion, I'll answer it. But if it's just being negative, I'm going to either block you or I'm just going to delete the comment and not answer you. So yeah, that's about it. I am going to go ahead and edit this video for you guys. As I said, if I missed anything, I will input it. I will see you guys later. That's all I really have for you guys. I'm going to peace out, and I'll go ahead and insert those clips now. Later, LMM Nation.
27 hot, bitch.